episode, we'll be following a day in the life of an individual with dissociative identity disorder. This disorder is characterized by fragmented identity, meaning that this person experiences several different personalities that are very different from their own. It has a great impact on this individual's life, and you will see this as we take a trip through their day. Introduce yourself.
I'm Jake. I'm 18 and I struggle with dissociative identity disorder. The biggest struggle for me is, I guess, just dealing with everyday life with all these voices in my head and struggling with all of the personalities that come out. It's hard to manage them all at once.
I'm Violetta. I'm Jake's roommate. I've known him pretty much all of my life, and it's just really hard to see him grow up like this with all these different personalities. And I think the hardest part is just dealing with how unpredictable he can be because he has so many personalities living inside.
So how would you describe Jake's alternate personalities?
Well, at this point, Jake has 3 other alternate personalities, and they're all very different from each other and from Jake himself. The first personality that Jake has is Liam, who is a 5-year-old boy. And when I'm around Jake and he's Liam, I'm more of a mother figure to him than a friend. One of Jake's other personalities is Susie, who's a 60-year-old woman. She's very into fashion, and she helps me pick out my outfits sometimes. She also loves to drink tea. We do that a lot. Jake's final personality, and I think his darkest personality, would be Jerry. He's very aggressive, and often when he comes out, I get nervous that he could hurt me or hurt Jake because he's tried to do that in the past. Mornings are especially difficult because I never know who I'm going to wake up to. Good morning.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Liam.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Just drawing my picture.
Oh, it's cute. What do you want for breakfast?
I want pancakes.
Okay.
Hey Letta, I'm just gonna go get some coffee. Do you want me to pick you up some?
So do you not want pancakes then?
No, I'm just gonna go get some coffee. I'm not in the mood for pancakes.
Okay.
Alright.
Bye.
Is that a 2014?
What are you talking about?
That sweater.
We picked this out together. What are you talking about?
No, we didn't. I would never pick out that for you.
Oh, you're right. I bought it on my own.
Huh, makes sense.
Sometimes because Jake has so many personality changes daily, I just have to go with what he's saying or whatever scenario is in his head so that way we don't get into fights or I don't take things too personally. Hey, I'm going out for a little while. Could you take the garbage out for me?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Okay,
do
thanks.
that.
Hey, I'm home. Did you, take the garbage out?
Why would I take the garbage out?
Well, I asked you to do it before I left.
You're a woman. Go take the garbage out yourself.
You know what? Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go do it now. I usually try not to fight with Jerry when he comes out because he's very aggressive and he's tried to hurt Jake and myself in the past. So it just makes me really nervous when things get confrontational. I think the main reason that Jerry manifested into Jake as one of his personalities was because of his very abusive father. When we were growing up, his dad was super abusive. My mom actually, there came to a point where my mom wouldn't let me even go over to his house because she knew how aggressive and volatile he was. He was an alcoholic, so his personality was very unpredictable, and these same qualities often manifest themselves in Jerry. There was a time period where Jerry would come out so much and try to hurt Jake so many times that I had to hide razors, knives, anything that was hot or like could be heated up. Like I would have to make sure like the stove would never be left on because he would try and hurt himself. It was really scary.
What are you doing?
Nothing?
Looks like you're doing something.
No, I'm not.
Can I help?
Yeah, sure. You can help me. I'm making dinner.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's really hard for me to get through the day. You know, you start going and then you switch into another personality, and then you switch from there into another personality, and it just carries over, and you can't remember anything, and you just go throughout your day not knowing what just happened or what's going to happen next or who you're going to be, and it affects you and it affects all of the other people in your life. Like I know Violetta, she deals with a lot of struggles because she can't cope with me being three different people, and I know it's hard. So. Yeah, no, I've been in and out of jobs. It's hard for me because, you know, when you work with customers, you can't really promise that you're going to be in one personality or the other. So when you're dealing with customers and dealing with other people and coworkers, when you switch from one to the next, it's a bit disorienting for me and a bit strange for them because they don't fully understand what it means. I remember this one time at one of my first jobs, I was working with my aunt at Joann Fabrics, and this customer came up to me and they were asking about something or other. And I went from Jake, my normal personality, into Liam, who's my little kid personality. And I couldn't remember what I was talking with them about, and I began to speak like a little kid. And they had no clue what was going on because obviously they don't understand what I have. So it was weird for them. And it felt so uncomfortable for me because I was a little child and I didn't understand what was so difficult for them to see. So when I deal with stuff like that, it's hard to manage. That's why I really haven't been able to stick with one job for too long. Hey, I'm gonna run out real quick and study with Kevin.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll be back in a sec.
All right, see you. Sometimes it's especially difficult to manage Jake's disorder because we are in college, so it's a very big place. You can't control everybody that's around you. And obviously I want Jake to have as normal of a social life as he possibly can, but with his disorder, he can never drink or use drugs at any point in his life because it will really affect him and affect what he has. So I often have to monitor who he hangs out with and where he's going very, very carefully because I don't want him to get caught up in the wrong crowd or with the wrong people who maybe don't understand him or don't have his best interests at heart. So what do you want to watch?
Oh, Black Swan.
Too dark.
Wait, what are we doing?
What do you want to watch?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No.
What are we doing?
What do you want to watch?
Devil Wears Prada, of course, my favorite.
Ooh, maybe.
What are we doing?
What do you want to watch on TV?
Braveheart.
No. What about Crazy Stupid Love?
Yeah, no, I like that.
Me too, me too.
So yeah, that's pretty much what a normal day is like for both of us. And I think I can speak for both of us when saying that it's getting a lot better for me. I'm starting to see improvement. It's getting a lot easier for me to deal with my personalities and manage them in a way that is beneficial for both Letta and me. And, you know, I'm getting better. We're seeing improvement. I'm getting therapy, and I'm getting a lot of help from people that want to help me out. And yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, this isn't a typical friendship, and sometimes it's a lot to handle, but it's worth it. Because, you know, this is us.
I love you.
I love you.